Hello, Steve White, Trekboy89 for Steve White 39. I've been going through all the Star Trek First Contact Day videos and stuff, and one thing I found curious was a little video about Sonequa Martin Green talking about Nichelle Nichols. Now, I've been quite annoyed by Sonequa Martin Green for the way she sort of acted like Michael Burnham is like the only black woman who's ever in Star Trek and the only black character that's ever in Starfleet. And I didn't feel like she really acknowledged all the actresses who came before her, especially the actresses of colour who came before her. The fact that there was a black captain in Star Trek before her, in Star Trek For the Voyage Home, I did a video about that. She just annoyed me. And now I like her as a person. I like her in interviews. She seems absolutely delightful. I don't have any issues with her as a person or anything, but the character, I just don't like the way the character is used as this godlike savior who fixes every situation, sacrificing, basically, the show is sacrificing the Star Trek sort of template of having an ensemble cast and a family of characters who are all diverse, and it's the combination of their differences that come together and are used as their strengths that actually resolve all the issues. Just having one superhero come in and save the day and be worshipped like a god every episode is just tedious and not Star Trek. But she doesn't write the show; it's not her fault. And she may even have some issues with it, but obviously she can't say anything while doing the show, or she may not. I have no idea. But when she was talking about Nichelle, it's interesting because I met Nichelle 3 times on 3 different visits to Australia. I met her a few times. I had a couple of chats with her, and what's interesting in the video is Sonequa Martin Green says, because I knew she'd met her at the premiere of Discovery because I saw the photos of Nichelle there and photos of her and Nichelle, so I knew that she'd met her there. And I was always curious what she said and how that went down because, like I said, she acts like she's the only black actress to ever be on Star Trek, and she never seemed to acknowledge Nichelle at all. Now, if she did a bunch of interviews talking about that I missed, okay, sorry, but I didn't see any. It was all just about her and how great she is and how she's bringing diversity to Star Trek and bringing diversity to the world that's never been there before, because she's like the only one to ever do it, more so the character than the actress. But she just seemed kind of ignorant of Star Trek history, not belligerent or anything like that. But to see her talk about Nichelle and what she said, Nichelle said she basically said, "Oh my God, you're amazing! I'm standing on your shoulders. You're the reason I'm here. You're the reason why this is happening, and Star Trek is like this, and we have this future that we have now because of what you did back then." And Nichelle was gracious and everything. She said she whispered in her ear, "Take care of this. It's yours now," meaning Star Trek the show. Now I know for a fact. Now Nichelle did plenty of interviews about the JJ films. And about the actress who played her, whose name I'm blanking out on. I can't believe I'm blanking out on her name. Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana. Why can't I remember her name? God. Gosh, I should edit that out, but I'd rather just be real and look stupid. She did a bunch of interviews saying, "Oh, yeah, she's a great actress. Oh, she's going to carry the, she's going to do, blah, blah, blah." But in private, she was like, yeah. I'm not going to say what she said, but she said a few things about Zoe Saldana. And I was like, oh, wow, that was salty. I had seen all these interviews and she praised her. And I'm like, oh, is that what she really thinks? Okay. So I'm wondering what she really thinks of Sonequa Martin Green. Now, the difference is, Sonequa's not playing her character. So it may have just been she thinks she can replace me. She thinks she can play my character. Maybe it was just a bit of that. Maybe she would have no issues with Sonequa. But I'm curious to see, is that what she really thinks? Because I don't think Zoe had any idea of what Nichelle really thought of her. So I'm curious. But I just like the fact that she acknowledged Nichelle. She talked about her with reverence. And I just wish she'd do the same thing with, was it Madge Sinclair was the actress who played the first black captain in Star Trek and Star Trek For the Voyage Home? I hope that's her name. I should take better notes before I talk about stuff, but I just assume I'm going to remember everything. And then when you're sitting here looking at the camera, your mind just goes blank. But yeah, so I just wanted to comment on that because I was very harsh on Sonequa in some of my comments, which actually had some Star Trek cast members attacking me and kind of threatening me, actually. I won't mention who, for basically saying that she was taking all the credit for the representation in Star Trek Forever about she wasn't really acknowledging some of the past actresses of colour who had played captains and characters on Star Trek. So I'm just glad to see now she's actually, I have seen myself, she's acknowledging that history. So that's a good thing. I just wanted to comment on that. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and then let me know what you think she really thinks of our new captain.